Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video we are not developer, we are not a programmer, but we are just an animator. So this video will be completely about animation, and today we will make our perspective just like an animator has. So we will think how the animator think, and we will create animation. Before we get started, we're gonna be having 4 types of main characters. So as an animator, we are not concerned with these object is going to be holding, but we are concerned with animations. So today we are just an animator. So before getting started, we only have 2 folder in the main asset, that is character and standard asset. Let's create some folder so that we are keeping things organized. So call this animations, and let's create one more, call it scenes, and then let's get started really. Alright, that is now set it up. Now from here, you can either go for third person game, or we can go to first person game, which is what I chosen right now. It has a purpose. It has many advantages. The first person, especially for making, say, a shooter game or a horror game, I think that's the best bet you can go for. But of course, since we're making a first person game, we need the arms and some weapons. I've downloaded these, the arms and the weapons. As usual, these models are available on my website, and the link is in the description. Go ahead and grab them. So I'm gonna really drag these guys to the asset folder, let it actually import that. The animations we're carrying out today is a gameplay animation. Of course, animation is categorized into 2 parts. The one that is the cinematics or the cutscene. Those animations are different than the animations that we carried out while gameplay. The gameplay animations are like walking animation, thus providing the illusion that actually the player is walking or just shooting or whatever. So we actually gives an illusion to the player that actually that's what happening. Now we need to drag the arms into the hierarchy or our scene. Again, this whole package will be available to my website, so you don't have to go through these steps. Just understand that. Or if you want to do that, you can even do that. And you know what, I'm gonna set this arms according to my choice, and I'll be back. Yeah, that way it looks better now. Now this one is the best one. Yeah, so we've got it, the best position of the arm. And once you feel like it's the best position, you just have to save it. Now I'm gonna real quick create a new folder called prefab, and I'm gonna create a arms, and I'm gonna make a prefab of that model. So if you don't know what prefab is, you can have now once you've created that, you can save that model and you can have it anytime you want without having to tweak it again and again. So you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create more of them. We got all the 4 guys we wanted, so let's get started. I'm gonna start with the very basic arm. Alright, let's start animating these models. Now we can use other software like Autodesk 3ds Max, Maya, Blender, and my favorite Realusion iClone, but what we're trying to achieve here is quite simple, and that can easily be achieved through the Unity's built-in animation tool, which is this one. Alright, first and foremost, we are trying to make an idle animation. Alright, so idle animation, the logic behind is that we need to show the player that he's breathing. So what happens when you're standing and you're kind of idle and just breathing, and your just hand are exactly the same as this guy. Just go ahead and perform it and see what actually, the effect you can see. What happens is you can have it, you see your both the arms quite going up a bit and down a bit, thereby giving a breathing effect. So that's what we are trying to do. So I'm gonna check what part I want to animate. I'm gonna first check it like that. Say if it was this. Yeah. Alright, so since these two objects I want to animate, so I'm gonna look for these objects parent, that is this right here. So first and foremost, I'm gonna add an animation. Go to miscellaneous and animation. Now it has the animation player. Now then I'm gonna go over to window right here and then go to animation. You can also press Ctrl+6. Alright, now if you haven't animated ever in your life, then this is the starting point. Okay, so this is the record button, where you tell the Unity to start recording, stop recording. Alright, and then this is the play button. You check to see how your animations are going, and these are the, what do you call, keyframe, the timeline. Sorry, these are the timeline. Each animation work as by giving a keyframe. Alright, what keyframe is, it's the point where the Unity saves all the position. Say this, you know what, I'm gonna tell you in a minute what I'm talking about. So when you start the animation by clicking on the start button, as soon as you click, it says, alright, you haven't saved the animation yet, so save it. Now the animation folder is where I want to save. So the animation folder, and give it a name. Since this is an idle animation, I'm gonna name it idle animation. You can name it whatever you want to. Alright, it saved it for you. Now you can see this red strip. This is what you can call the Unity scans this timeline. I check to see where at what time you want to perform the action. So at the very beginning, I have to tell the Unity, alright, so this is the starting point. So obviously this is the starting point of this timeline. Now alright, from here we need to actually move these two objects, that is the left shoulder and right shoulder. So I need to tell the Unity to do that. So it says what object you wanna choose for animation. So I say left shoulder right here. I'm gonna go to the left shoulder's transform and click on rotation. Similarly, go to the right shoulder, transform, rotation, or you can choose position, doesn't matter. It will ultimately do that for you. Now just press Ctrl and scroll behind with the scroller. Now this is better. Alright, this is in terms of second. This is 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second. So this is the starting point where it's gonna be. So you need to tell that to the Unity. I'm gonna scrub it way back, don't worry about this right now. So alright, like I said, we want to be wanting to move the object ups and down. So at the first second, both these objects, that is the left shoulder and right shoulder, will go a bit up on top. Yeah, now as soon as I move it, store the key. Now you can scrub it to see the Unity now knows what you want to do. So we'll start doing that. Alright, and then at the second time you need to put it quite back down here. So let's see. Uh-oh, something is messing up. Alright. Oh, shit. Alright. Note to yourself, always choose this object. Don't just go for, without choosing, just don't move it, because it selects something else for it. Say if I just then clicked on this one, I just try to move it, it will choose the FPS arm rotation. That's not what you want. You need to choose this every time you want to move it. and then put it a bit down. So when you actually animate it from the beginning, that's going quite way faster. So if you are doing this for the first time, don't expect to get the exact result at the very beginning. It takes time, of course, and concentration. You see? Wow. Delete that keyframe, just went crazy up there. Just gonna animate it. Oh, again. You want to slowly bring that down, make sure it is not fast, otherwise it looks like he's running out of breath or something. So slowly bring it down. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, so we're done with the action that's been going on. Now this was the starting position, and make sure this is the ending position. Always store the original value of the original position's value. So that is the reason why I just pushed it behind. Now I can just bring it at the 4th second, and so the starting and the ending position is always same. You see, when I click on the first and the last key, the arm doesn't move because they both are at the same position. If I click on this, it moves, it moves. So this is how it looks like ultimately. Yeah. So also why I want to do that is because it's loopable. Now if I loop this, you can see there is no glitch at all. You can see it's continuously playing, there's no glitch. So if I were to do this, say the last keyframe, I'm moving it, alright, so just moving a bit up, now it will completely mess up. Just notice as soon as the animation ends and start, it will give you a kind of glitch. So that's not what you want, so you want to undo that. Now both are the same, just can play it. And after all, this idle animation will be looped. So we are done with this. Okay, great. Just go ahead and click here. Now wrap mode, choose loop, because it will be looped every time. Basically the logic is that when you're not moving anywhere, just standing still, then this animation will be played. If you're walking, then the walking animation will be played. So we're done with this animation. Let's see. Alright, let's see what's okay. I didn't set it. Let's go to this. Yeah, this is the main player, so there's nothing in here, so you need to drag this over here, so it will play now. You can see now it's looking quite better, you know, actually looking better than earlier now, because the hands are moving. You can see, alright, now he's really alive. That's great. Alright, okay, so we'll first and foremost go ahead and see where we'll animate. These are the two objects again we're gonna be animating. So of course it's parent object. We're gonna go to add components and go to miscellaneous, add animation player. So actually this is the object which plays the animation, and then we go to Windows and animation. From here we need to add curves again, but before that it asks you to save it. So go to asset and save it in the animation folder. Now I'm not gonna save it with the name called idle animation because it already exists. I'm gonna call X idle animation. Yeah, that's right. So it's kind of better to understand. Now I'm gonna tell the Unity what objects I want to animate. So I'm gonna go to left shoulder and position. I'm gonna also take the left arm just in case I might need it, and then go to right shoulder, add that one too. Go to right shoulders, right arm, and add that too. Now once we're in a second timeline, just throw it back way back. Now let's think what we will be actually animating it. Now since this idle one, of course it's gonna be kind of give an effect of breathing, so for that we'll be putting the arms upside down, but not exactly at the same time. It's gonna look unrealistic because, you know, as a matter of fact, that this left hand is holding lantern, so it might happen that the right arm, which is holding X, is kind of more heavier than the lantern. So at the time, they both will not gonna move at the same time, you know. So, and at the same range of motion. So obviously you need to animate them differently. I'm gonna first focus on the left arm up here. It's gonna lift a bit up, right, and at that time I think the X will go a bit down because I want to make an uneven animation. Yeah, so let's test it. Yeah, that looks good already. So then, so here the left arm will go a bit down. Focus up here. Yeah, actually it's going way too down, so don't push it. Yeah, that's right. And noticed at the first second the right arm was kind of up. Now this time we're gonna put it down. Just don't forget to select them, otherwise you'll be in a bit of trouble. Okay, at the first second it was going down, I guess. Yeah, I messed it actually. This was the original position. At the first second was going down, at the second position is going even down, and that's not what we want. At the second we want to put it a bit up, so put it a bit up. Now let's see. Yeah, that's great actually. So I'm gonna drag that back onto, so this is a 3-second animation. Okay, the X is going quite a bit fast, so select it. Yeah, that's good already. So once you have that done, go to right arm. You see that it's up there. Just put it up here. This is the main player, so of course we want to make it loopable again. So once we put it into loop mode, we can test it. Yeah, it's looking good. Now you can tweak it according to your choice. It doesn't matter. Alright, so we're done with the idle animation. Quickly we'll go to the walk animation. So again, to go from here, click on the object that you want to animate, go to window and then animation again. So now you can see the X idle animation is already here. We need to create a new animation, that's walk animation. So we're gonna create a new animation, call it X walk animation, and then start the animation by clicking this red circle up here. I don't know what's that. So let the Unity know what object you want to move. Again, the same rotation. I'm gonna go with left arm too, because that's kind of more flexible if you go to that. Okay, as usual, just put it back here. We need that end position. Alright, so in the walking animation, we need to give an effect that is actually walking. So when we walk, the left hand and the right hand move, but not at the same time, but alternatively. They go back and forth. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So when we're walking, the lengthened hand will go a bit up, the X will go a bit down, and then vice versa. So let's show you what's going on in my mind. So I'm gonna start up again with the lengthen. This I'm gonna move the left arm at the first second. Again, we want to move it quite a bit more than the earlier animation because this one is walking, so it's gonna happen quite a bit faster. So let's see. It's not going a bit faster. Alright. Let's see, but let's get the thing done. Disappear, and at the same time the X goes a bit down, so yep. Alright, and the next second it's gonna be just opposite. So left arm will go a bit down, so is the right arm. So let's see. Yeah, that's working fine. Let me sum it up and play it from here. That's already good. Now time to make it faster, so for that we need to decrease the frames. If I make it like 2 frames per second. Click on the scroller up here so you can just drag it anywhere you want to. Yep. Let's test it and see. It's supposed to be quite a bit faster, I guess. It's gonna be way too fast now. Let's see. Seems like it's running, right? Okay. Okay, I realized something. Actually, I'm moving it way too up. So let me just reduce its. Alright, so this seems to be good. Okay, let's see. Walking loop, not once loop. Go to that object and then change it to walking. Right, let's test it. So when I walk, is it giving the effect? Yeah, somewhat. Alright, the one main animation is actually remaining, the slashing animation now. Now from here it's your choice what type of slashing you want to add, but really this animation is gonna give more more effect to the player it will add more fun to them, because the style that you use, you know, what I mean actually is a different way of slashing already. Okay, so this is actually what I mean now. I can use the simple one as, hold on, I can simply just do this. It's just very simple. Actually, it's boring one. Or I can just do it that way. So again, that's important how you do it. Let's see in the animation tool, and we'll figure that out eventually. So again, let's go to animation, create new clip, type x slash, I guess that's the correct spelling of it. Alright, slash animation, add curve. We only need the right arm, but again, now I'm gonna choose both the arm, because obviously when I'm hitting with the right hand, the left hand, which is holding the lantern, will also, you know, move a little bit. So that's again adding in realism to that. So it's your choice. Now I'm gonna do that too. So go to right arm. Actually, I'm gonna move the right forearm. So I'm gonna go over to right forearm, not the right arm. So right forearm, and I'm gonna move its rotation. Okay. Let's throw it back. Right. At the first second. Now this is gonna be way faster, obviously, because we're hitting it. It has to be faster, right? What is it? What is it? Okay. Make sure you get the original position now. From here at the first second, I'm gonna kind of turn it up. Uh-oh, shit. Choose it, and then turn it a bit. Yeah. Alright, now once we've turned it, we will actually move it a bit back, so it's kind of, you know, storing that energy and then using it all together. Okay. Okay, don't worry about the speed, how slow it's doing. We'll worry about that later. Okay, now once it's done, just move it that way. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, that's perfect now. Okay, once you hit that, you need to get back all the way. Right. So where you going, X? Get back here, bro. Yeah. Perfect. Excellent. Alright, stop it. So actually it's 5 seconds long, I guess. Alright. This is the original position. This is the original position. Okay, perfect. You know what? I just want to put it a bit up ahead. Yeah, okay. Now we're gonna work with the left arm. So it's actually, when it actually, you know, is hitting it, that is at this frame. Yeah, the lantern will move a bit. So that's the left arm right here. Will go a bit. Oops, no. Alright. Undo that, don't do that. Why is that? Is because, you know, these two frames have to be focused. He's steady up here, but he's using all his energy to do that. So at this frame, this is gonna happen. So until here, the left arm will be same. So we don't want to move it. You see something here? This, which means this, guys, that is the right arm's position is stored, but the left arm's position is not stored. So I want to store it, which means that, alright, Unity from this frame to this frame. I want the left arm to be exactly up here. However, at this frame from here to here, that is, I'm actually about to hit, I want to move the lantern. So exactly, this will be starting position and this will be ending. So in this frame we want to move this left arm. So actually we'll go a bit up, so now you can see that until this frame the left arm won't move. It's moving a bit, but yeah, it's perfect. Okay, right. Okay, we haven't stored the position of the left arm here, so that is the reason why I was moving. However, it's what I actually want, you know. Still, however, moving a bit, and that's what I actually want. Alright, now it's time to speed up the animation. I'm gonna make it 30 frames per second, if that's what the speed I want. Just checking it. Oops. Okay. I think it's gotta be one frame per second. Let's see that. That's what make it faster. Animation is of course time consuming, but it's interesting at the same time. Alright, let me see. Okay. Yeah, it's good.